Hey, buddy, how's it going?
It's going, man. How are you? Welcome back.
Good, good, good. Okay, so I just wanted to do a quick thing, a quick message or whatever. Okay, so do you know what the first third party of the United States was?
Ah, tip of my tongue. What is it?
It would be the anti-Masonic Party,
Yeah,
Hmm.
I have gone
which
down
is
that
very
rabbit hole.
interesting, you know,
It is.
to think
Um,
that the first third party, not being like libertarian or anything like that, was the anti-Masonic Party is interesting tidbit of information to know.
that's
But
right.
uh, the main thing that I wanted to talk about was like the UFO stuff, and it actually it all connects. I think in reality, I try to take like a third person view on the whole situation of what's going on and everything,
Mm,
and uh, so I sent you a video of like a clip from a mini series on Hulu called Devs,
okay.
and that show is kind of important to it visualizes for us like what the future could hold, just like kind of like dystopian wise, but actually kind of like interesting in a way as well. uh, and what I mean by that is like, okay, so like we kind of know that quantum physics works, uh, because we're now starting to apply it to um, like quantum computers or whatever. Okay,
Hmm.
that kind of makes sense or whatever.
Yep. And they're picking up speed right now.
Right? Yeah, yeah, totally. So like, and they have to do it as fast as they can, because if we find if the whole world finds out what's going on, it's like not going to be good for them. And that's what I'm trying to do, kinda, I guess. But like, uh, an interesting thing to note is like to understand like how it's possible even that like UFOs or whatever exist, um, is to understand like how they might work, and like if they're using quantum physics to power their things, or if they're self-assembling systems inside the ocean or whatever they are, if they're extra dimensional or interdimensional or extraterrestrial, or if they've been here for thousands of years,
Hmm.
whatever. Uh, which we know they've been here for thousands of years, we believe, because of stories and the artwork or whatever. But this video, that I sent you on Twitter, we don't have to listen to it or anything, but like, it explains the how it's possible. Like, so the miniseries devs is about like a very very powerful computer that can literally, um, predict the future, and they are starting to develop that right now, in my opinion, using these data systems that they're uh, filling all of this AI, uh, the algorithms and oh the data, like
All the
just
things they're
the
scraping off the internet.
processing
Yep. Everything.
centers, and
Everything we do
yeah,
is being fed into it.
right. Well, uh, I I believe wholeheartedly. I mentioned about how like quantum physics plus philosophy equals spirituality, and spirituality plus the the Messiah's way equals God's will type situation. We talked about that a long time
Hmm.
ago, but like, uh, the thing about it is like, in the show devs, they literally show like through like they can't get a good model of what's going to happen in the future, because the the guy refuses to, um, accept multi worlds interpretation as a possibility for it to be to be fed in, and one of the developers just slips it in there, to basically show them that's possible. Well, before that happens, like they express a visualization of the computer simulation that they made to view it from.
Mm-hmm.
And they literally, like, and I believe that predictive programming is real, but they showed they could see they could see the past too, and they said that they could glimpse Christ on the cross.
Right.
Well, like uh these quantum, like this quantum physics stuff is like connected to the like UFO stuff, because like if you think about it in dimensions, like surface level stuff, like uh we're like being fed all of this uh theatrical stuff or like entertainment to keep us distracted from seeing what's going on behind the scenes. And one of those things is like the quantum realm.
Yeah, and
They
they're building it big time right now. People are really not paying attention to how crazy this is about to get.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. So one of the main things I like to I would like expand upon with that thing that I said earlier about the quantum physics and philosophy stuff is like an axiom of quantum mechanics or quantum physics is that through quantum mechanics, using um, using probability theory and multi-worlds interpretation, like you have to come to the conclusion that Jesus did what he did and was who he was. And that's not a thing to like get people to like scientifically think about like faith in that sense, because like what I believe that the other religions were doing was like maybe like uh worshiping like cymatics, or they were worshiping quantum physics themselves if Vimana were real, and they were using like different types of propulsion or whatever that we don't know about, and a breakaway civilization could have been possible through that like whatever.
Imagine if one of those ancient civilizations that was advanced had something like a quantum computer, and they still have it, say, below the ocean somewhere. And then imagine what the predictive programming they could be pumping out with the storytelling and all the things they can plan. I mean, that might sound crazy, but if you're, I advise everyone to start looking into the quantum computing, because it's going to be, okay, so we have what you're talking about, and we have this idea of like they're going to be trying to answer all these questions, and we also have the complete death of privacy, which we kind of already have. Everyone's social security numbers have already leaked onto the dark web. Sorry. But that's the case. But imagine one of these concerns with these supercomputers is that it will be able to like hack into you easily, figure out your passwords. Like there will be nothing hiding. You can't hide from this thing.
Well,
so that's a very big concern. Plus, imagine that now hooked into the pre-crime stuff we were talking about, that Teal, Palantir. So you imagine all these things coming together, like in a Voltron, evil Voltron thing. It's not going to be good.
Yeah, no doubt. The last thing I'll say is like, so like they figured out that like, and I'm not saying that we live in a simulation or anything like that. I do believe that it's like a simulation possibly, but they figured out that our brains are like computers, and like they can program us with stuff and influence us through that predictive programming stuff to culturally influence us, to engineer us to do whatever they want. So they've been doing that for a long time through music and through all of these different outlets of entertainment to distract us from all of this other bullshit.
Yep.
Excuse my French.
Nope. Yeah, you're good. I agree. I think they know how malleable our brains are. and they pump us full of
Totally.
propaganda. You know, go look up Edward Bernays with the spells they were casting with advertising, and it's just brainwashing. We just the other day talked about the
Program
CIA.
to kill.
Exactly. The MK Ultra stuff. Let's give everyone LSD. Let's get everyone hooked up on pharmaceuticals, and then add to that the proliferation of technology. How we are constantly plugged in all the time, and the supercomputer stuff is on the horizon. It's already here. It's already an issue. But I think that's going to be a menace, like an actual menace to humanity.
Totally, dude. One last thing, and that is like, okay, so there's a philosophy of quantum physics too. So fundamentally, we as a society have used what we know that runs uh, runs the world. Like at first, it was like fire, air, water, and earth that we knew was running the world, and then we found out that it wasn't that. It was like something different. And each time the philosophy changes to adapt to how we need to think in the future. And if we don't adapt to understand what could be ahead, and we don't like kind of keep the distractions away, then we're gonna just, it's gonna be like the dystopian future that everybody like sees gonna happen.
Exactly. I totally agree, man. I appreciate the phone call. Thanks for bringing that topic up. Very important topic, and I just say we gotta pray.
Pray,
it's this
guys,
kind of
pray.
stuff, like this massive evil, that was one of the big reasons of like, I need an actual anchor in reality, like God, because that's a constant for me, because that is the only thing we can. This is insane stuff what they're building. All the lavender stuff is wild, but this is going to get spooky.
Yeah, man, it is. It's Einstein called it that. It's spooky action at a distance.
That's
you know, and so look into it, guys. The philosophy of quantum physics too. Appreciate you.
Yeah, man. Have a good night.
night.
Before we get to the next caller, I'm just gonna do
That
a
was
quick little.
depressing.
Yeah. Welcome to the show.